Excuse me, what are you doing?
Well, it's really none of your business, so I'm reluctant to share.
But I just had to ask because you seem to be on a mission. You carry yourself as if you discovered a secret, which makes you transcend all humans.
I must say your intuitions are spot on. Only yesterday I realized a certain realization which changes the way one should live. And that is why I'm doing my actions with such oomph.
I appreciate the compliment. I love it when I'm right. But now you piqued my interest. I'm hoping you'll share your realization.
I'm torn because, on one hand, I'm so proud of it that I want to impress all with my powerful philosophical powers, but if I tell you, then that makes two people who know what I know, and I planned on being the only one.
I see both of your options stem from evil. You're hubris on one side, and you're selfish on the other. I think the lesser of these evils are the pride, because although your pride is despicable, sharing with me will empower me, but your selfishness doesn't benefit anyone but yourself.
I suppose you're right. Mustn't be greedy. But you must swear to me that this stays amongst ourselves, and I mean it.
Oh, of course I swear it. Once you share it once, you're no longer guilty of acting greedily.
Okay, here I go. Listen carefully. As we all know, there is no afterlife. We are mortal, though it's painful to accept, and some die young and some real old, some painfully so, some so fast they never see it coming. And surviving is tough. We work all day and sleep all night. Some of our relationships are strong and some are damaging, so I see from all these undeniable facts a thread underlying, stringing it all together, so subtle but so true. Sorry, I'm ranting again. It just excites me how free. Anyways, in conclusion, we only have so much time alive, so we need to make the best of it. And although it feels good to help and assist others, or accomplishing a difficult challenge, these take too long and we haven't much time. The most instant pleasures are the physical ones. They're the most base and hedonistic ones. They are the most logical types of pleasure to pursue, because only a small investment of time yields physical ecstasy.
I see. Brilliance. That's all I can say. No one realizes this, just you and now me. They will spend their valuable times on risky investments, but we will be the wisest, putting our money of time in the gold of pleasures. The instant ones, of course. Well, I must change everything. I've been doing it all wrong. It's embarrassing, even.
Yes, now you see. I'm relieved you accepted what I said. It was brave of me to expose this all to you.
But I don't understand why bravery on your part was needed. It was just your good character willing to give charity of knowledge to a less fortunate one.
But it's not all that clear that the premises of my conclusion are solid. Many do believe there is a God who punishes for our selfishness and rewards for our benevolence.
But that's absurd. Everyone knows you can't prove God.
Right, of course. Yes.
You seem unsure.
Well,
Well, what?
I see your mind is quite weak. I've just told you that your life has no purpose, no deeper meaning. You're just one cockroach out of a billion others infesting this world, and before we get smashed by the inevitable shoe, we must contaminate and feast and lay lava until it's all over. That's rather depressing.
But if that's the truth, then it need not be depressing. We accept it, like the sun will set tonight and cast the world into darkness. We have no choice but to live with that.
Yes, but there must be a purpose. Our existence is just an accidental collision of two little marbles that slowly evolved into what we know. And the world is too intricate. The seasons perfectly repeat themselves year after year. The variety of foods that sprout from the earth. There are fruits and vegetables, seeds, and not one tastes like the other. And the birds and the different animals, not one looks the same. And the complexity of the human mind and electricity, and it just can't be that it all just happened. It must be that a being with the intellect to invent all the variety of the world purposely made it.
Yes, but that doesn't mean this being cares about our actions and will judge us for our deeds. He may have made this world, but that's the end.
I see. Interesting point. You're right. We have no reason to think that. No, wait. It must be that once we admit a being made the world, he must have had a plan. Why create such a magnificent masterpiece and then put it into storage to collect dust and maybe rot itself to be ruined? There had to be intention. I don't claim to know what, but if he's smart enough to create such complexity, he also must have a complex purpose.
Well, if he had a plan for us, he should have made that more clear. He created us and left us with nothing. No hints. He obviously has a complex plan, but he obviously didn't tell it to us, so it must be we are irrelevant to his purpose of creation.
Aha, I see. Again, a clever point. But you and I know that those Jews claim that their document is divine and contains instructions of how to live, and it even covers how those outside their faith should live.
But that is just their claim. The other faiths have theirs.
Yes, but assuming this being is as complex or more than the creation, these instructions should match the same code, and no set of law is as complex as those Jews' set. Why, the variety of books they need to print to hold all the information they have matches the variety of creatures in the world.
Well, I'm ashamed because you just convinced me to one extreme and then to the opposite in the matter of a few minutes. Was this all a trick to beriddle me?
No, I honestly realized this amidst our conversing. Let's go find a rabbi and see what this being wants us to do with our lives.
Okay, but that isn't easy to do because the Jews are split into many sub-religions, each emphasizing different priorities as truth.
Right you are, I have a plan. Let's go to one rabbi from each sub-religion and we'll record the replies, and all that was in common amongst all the replies must be true, and all that was inconsistent must be their false beliefs.
Wonderful idea.